Pertama, investor akan melihat dari sisi kebijakan dan program yang populis, apakah anggarannya memang akan tersedia dan bisa dijalankan di tahun pertama menjabat. Kedua, para investor juga akan melihat susunan menteri di sektor ekonomi dalam kabinet baru. Sementara itu, kementerian atau lembaga yang paling diperhatikan investor adalah Kementerian Keuangan serta Kementerian Koordinator Bidang Kemaritiman dan Investasi. Selain itu, hal yang paling utama dan ditunggu masyarakat dari pemerintahan berikutnya adalah upaya stabilisasi harga pangan, menyusul kenaikan harga pangan seperti beras, cabai, gula, dan bahan pokok lainnya. Kita beralih ke berita selanjutnya, Smart Listeners. Ini terkait dengan pegawai negeri sipil. Jika dulu pengajuan pegawai negeri sipil naik pangkat 2 kali dalam setahun, mulai tahun ini PNS bisa mengajukan kenaikan pangkat 6 kali dalam setahun. Hal ini disampaikan oleh Menteri Pendayagunaan Aparatur Negara dan Reformasi Birokrasi Abdullah Azwar Anas. Aturan baru tersebut sejalan dengan salah satu program prioritas Kementerian Pendayagunaan Aparatur Negara dan Reformasi Birokrasi. Ia menambahkan aturan baru tersebut tertuang dalam Peraturan Badan Kepegawaian Negara atau BKN nomor 4 tahun 2023 tentang periodisasi kenaikan pangkat PNS. Kemudian ditegaskan kembali dalam Surat Edaran Kepala BKN nomor 16 tahun 2023 tentang penjelasan atas periodisasi kenaikan pangkat PNS yang diterbitkan pada Oktober tahun lalu. Sebelumnya, periode penyusunan kenaikan pangkat PNS hanya dilakukan setiap tanggal 1 April dan 1 Oktober. Namun kini dapat diusulkan pada tanggal 1 setiap bulan Februari, April, Juni, Agustus, Oktober, dan Desember. Kita beralih ke berita terakhir, Smart Listeners. Dan berita ini berasal dari berita ekonomi luar negeri. Jepang secara tidak terduga jatuh ke jurang resesi setelah pertumbuhan ekonominya menyusut selama 2 kuartal berturut-turut. Kondisi ini membuat Jepang harus menyerahkan posisi negara ekonomi terbesar ketiga di dunia ke Jerman. Dikutip dari BBC, Kamis 15 Februari 2024, produk domestik bruto atau PDB atau pertumbuhan ekonomi Jepang mengalami kontraksi yang lebih buruk dari perkiraan sebesar 0,4% dalam 3 bulan terakhir tahun 2023 dibandingkan dengan tahun sebelumnya. Hal ini terjadi setelah pertumbuhan ekonomi Jepang menyusut sebesar 3,3% pada kuartal sebelumnya. Data-data ekonomi dari kantor kabinet Jepang juga menunjukkan bahwa akibat Jepang resesi, negeri Sakura tersebut mungkin juga telah kehilangan posisinya sebagai negara dengan perekonomian terbesar ketiga di dunia dan digantikan oleh Jerman. Para ekonom memperkirakan data baru menunjukkan bahwa PDB Jepang tumbuh lebih dari 1% pada kuartal keempat tahun lalu. Namun, angka-angka terbaru ini merupakan pembacaan pertama pertumbuhan ekonomi Jepang pada periode tersebut dan masih dapat direvisi. Demikian berita terpopuler ekonomi bisnis di kompas.com. Terima kasih dan selamat berakhir pekan.
Anda baru saja menyimak Economic Insight Kompas.com untuk wawasan lebih baik seputar dunia ekonomi. Economic Insight Kompas.com kerjasama Smart FM dan redaksi Kompas.com. Smart FM, Business and Inspiration.
Troubles in Sayur, 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 sayur. Sayur ya, Bu.
Aduh, ini drill serangan fajar. Mas, Bu, besok-besok klaksonnya diganti. Berisik banget ya.
Ah, wis. Kalau nggak berisik nanti ibu-ibu nggak denger Pak Bijak.
Iya Pak Bijak, piye toh? Terongnya ada Mas Fajar?
Smart FM dalam Jurnal 9.
Saya William Darmawan dalam Jurnal 9. Presiden Joko Widodo mengapresiasi tingkat kedisiplinan para nasabah program Membina Ekonomi Keluarga Sejahtera Binaan Permodalan Nasional Madani dalam melunasi cicilan pinjaman. Ia menyampaikan uang yang beredar melalui program pinjaman modal untuk perempuan 3,7% mencapai 216. Kepala Departemen Komunikasi BI Erwin Haryono menuturkan, Secara bulanan, pertumbuhan penjualan eceran diperkirakan terkontraksi 1% penurunan, terutama terjadi pada kelompok bahan bakar kendaraan bermotor, diikuti subkelompok sandang, kelompok barang budaya dan rekreasi, serta kelompok makanan, minuman, dan tembakau. Anda tengah menyimak Jurnal 9 dari Radio Smart FM. Balai Karantina Hewan, Ikan, dan Tumbuhan Maluku Utara melalui Satuan Pelayanan Bacan memfasilitasi pengiriman komoditas perikanan berupa 17,3 ton tuna beku dan 66,8 ton kompetitif demi mendorong inovasi dan pertumbuhan industri kripto di dalam negeri, sekaligus memberikan kejelasan hukum yang dapat meningkatkan kepercayaan investor dan pengguna. CEO Toko Kripto Yudono Rawis menekankan pentingnya Indonesia untuk tidak tertinggal dalam penerapan regulasi yang mendukung pertumbuhan ekosistem kripto.
Demikian Jurnal 9. Nantikan kembali informasi aktual berikutnya 1 jam mendatang dari Radio Smart FM.
Special kind of station, serving you every hour with latest news and views. Knowledge is the power, from the east to the west. Smart FM is the best, but the special part lives in the heart of Indonesians like you. Smart FM.
Smart FM presents Radio Talk.
Yeah, 101.8 Smart FM Palembang. Hi, good afternoon, Smart listener. Nice to meet you on SIS Palembang program Radio Talk Show with me, Essie, on today, Friday, February 16, 2024. Smart listener, of course, every parent definitely wants the best education for their children. Many educational institutions offer programs, so which one should you choose? If it could be SIS Palembang is the answer. Now, on Smart Radio Talk this afternoon, I'll invite you to the topic, SIS Palembang is the only official Cambridge private school in South Sumatra. And of course, you can participate on this topic by sending your WA on 0811 78 01018, or you can join live chat on YouTube channel Smart FM Palembang. And of course, this afternoon, I will introduce the guest who will be the speaker this afternoon. And first of all, I'd like to say hi to Miss Fitri Suci Puspitasari as the English teacher and academic counselor at SIS Palembang. Hi, Miss Uci.
Hello, Miss AC.
Yes, first time we meet. How did you do?
I'm great, thank you. What about you?
Fine too, of course. And also we have SIS students here. I'd like to introduce Lindsay Low. This is secondary 2 student at SIS Palembang. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Miss.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank
and
you.
of course, from junior college 2 student at SIS Palembang, Michelle Angeline.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. First time?
Yeah,
at
it's my
radio.
first time.
Okay. And also Edward Alexander, primary
Miss.
5 student. Okay. How did you?
Good.
Good. Thank you for coming. Okay. Smart listener, I repeat that if you want listener want to know what is SIS Palembang, you can describe to smart listener.
All right, thank you, Miss. Well, SIS Palembang located at Jalan Leda Abdul Rozak, number 199, Kelurahan Duku Ile Timur 2, near Kembang Iwa. Okay, we are part of this group of schools, and we have 8 schools in Indonesia and 4 schools outside country. Okay, and we, as you mentioned earlier, we conduct the Cambridge curriculum for our primary and secondary educations. While preschool, we have a Singapore curriculum, but we also have a national curriculum. So it's 3 curricula school.
Okay. Nice to know that SIS is use Cambridge curriculum. Can you describe that curriculum? What is the perhaps advantage for the students?
All right. If we talk about the advantage of Cambridge itself, of course, we make our students at the level of the international level, right? So we provide the curriculum as well as the exam, and this exam is a benchmark for the students that have the same level for all the students in the world, something like that. So once the students got the certification or certificate from the exam, they can enter the university abroad easily, like a key to open the door for the world. But we also support the students who want to study in Indonesia in our local universities from our national curriculum as well, like that.
Now, we'll talk about the first time when they go to, let's say, primary. What is the lesson give to the student, especially for the primary, like Edwin, yeah?
Edward, yeah.
Edward, yeah.
Edward would like to say something about these subjects that you learn?
Yeah. So I learned few subjects, like the core subjects are math, English, science, Bahasa Indonesia, and also Chinese language. There is also some non-core subjects such as art and craft, music, and many others. Personally, my favorite subject is science because I do a lot of things in the subject.
What's your favorite?
Science.
Science. Okay. Talking about education, of course, the role of teacher take part to the education. What about at SIS Palembang?
The role of the teacher.
Yeah.
The role of the teacher at SIS Palembang, of course, we are not only teaching, we are guiding, we are facilitating, we as the most importantly that we are motivating, like we are inspiring them toward the greater height. Toward the greater height, I mean. So meaning to say here that we are trying ourselves to be a role model, to show them many chances, opportunities for them to get better in education.
Okay, I'll ask. Here we have, of course, the student of SIS Palembang, Michelle. Michelle, as a junior college student at SIS Palembang. Michelle, how do you feel study at SIS Palembang?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say studying in SIS Palembang is the best choice I've ever made. Because you know that some students, like junior college students in other schools, they have to wear uniform. We don't have to wear a uniform. So I wore this to school today. And for the exams, we have A level that is provided from the school. It's based on the curriculum, and it really helps for your college application. Even though you're going to study here in Indonesia, you can still apply university using that certificate. So it's great.
Okay. You join SIS at the primary, yeah? From primary?
Yeah, primary 5.
Then junior.
Yep, I continue my studies.
Yeah. Start from the
secondary under junior college right now.
Yes.
Okay. What is the best experience you've got?
So before I came to SIS, I was in a national school. My English was very bad. It was really bad. I couldn't even speak a word in English. And then my mom told me to try to go to SIS. I did a trial in SIS for like 3 days. And surprisingly, the community in SIS is very welcoming. So at first, I was very nervous. But then after being in SIS, after studying in SIS for those 3 days, I felt very confident because my friends actually encouraged me to speak in English. They are very friendly to me, especially the teachers. they're like your own parents. You're like your aunts and uncles. They're very kind.
Oke, jadi smart listener, jadi atmosphere of SIS Palembang ini sangat dekat ya, very close between teacher and also the students. Miss Uci,
Yes.
is there any special training give to the teacher before, of course, yeah, how to engage with the student?
Oh, okay. Nice question. Basically, special training, of course, this is committed to provide best professional growth for the teachers that's part of the school, right? Especially for the social emotional learning, which is teaching character. That is our priority, and we have a professional development every 3 months, which is every term, and every semester. We were also given certain trainings, like practices, to give best, of course, best practices to our students, to our beloved students at SIS Palembang.
Okay, we go to Lindsay. Lindsay, as a secondary student at SIS Palembang, what is your experience studied at SIS Palembang?
The same as Michelle here. I feel like SIS is really great, but not only that, but I feel like it's a really great school to support your child's academic potential. It's really beneficial for your child's social and well-being, and you also learn English and many other languages there too, so it's really nice, and it's just really beneficial overall if you go overseas and in real life.
Okay, start at SIS Palembang also from primary?
Oh, not primary. I started from preschool.
Oh, preschool.
Yeah, when I was 2.5 years old.
Okay.
2.5.
Yeah. Okay. That's the experience of the student, smart listener, studied at SIS Palembang. Yeah. Now we go to the curriculum again. So many curriculum which is implemented at SIS Palembang. What about we can say in Indonesia etika? How the lesson give to the student?
Tadi karakter ya, karakter building. Jadi pembelajaran karakter, we call it social emotional learning. Yeah, we have allocated like 1 period a day for the teacher. We call it a form teacher, wali kelas, to sit with the students to talk about behavior, manner, and also that you said manner, things like that. And we always reflect the most important things that we have to reflect to our own behavior, like our own attitude. Okay, the things is we give them many good examples in a real life or scenario. We always provide them with this scenario videos, right? And then we got a discussion afterward, something like that.
Can you give us a simple example?
One example, for example, there is a scenario of the new students get it into the new school. Then there's a video, and students watch how to help the new students to fit into the class, and there are some related questions for discussion, for the class discussion, and the students might reply it. Oh, we need to help them if they have a language barrier, if they cannot speak English, so we can guide them where to go to toilet, where to canteen. So we have to expose them with the culture, because our culture is maintaining well-being, right? So from the scenario, from the case of having new students in the classroom, then the students know to take it into practice, like if when the new students come into their classroom, they know how to adapt, how to deal with that, how to behave well, something like that.
Edward, would you like to give the example if you want to go to toilet perhaps?
Miss, may I go to the toilet? That's how I say it now.
Okay, that's from the beginning, Miss, how to teach the student, of course. Now, talking about English is as the main language used at SIS Palembang. What about you give the student a lesson how to say in English for those who cannot speak English, perhaps like Michelle.
Okay, we have so many cases like Michelle. Michelle is one of them, like one of the examples. But don't worry, if the child is having zero English skill coming to SIS Palembang, we are so welcome to approach him or her to guide him or her without having the direct translation method. Like when we expose the new language, which is the students got. The new language acquisition, right? So we are really understand the barrier. We do really understand the challenge. So we try to make the connection, the bonding first with the child, so the child feel comfortable and feel belong. Like when Michelle said that, she thought that SIS Palembang is kind of a home, right? A family. So when the child is comfortable, then it will be easier for him or her to get a new exposure, which is English. Okay, if we give an instruction, if you want to go to toilet, so you may say, "May I go to toilet?" Like what Edward said, then the student will easily follow what the teacher instructed them to do.
Yeah, Michelle used to be unable to speak, but not now. She's master now.
Of course, been a long time ago.
Okay, nice talk, Miss Uchi, also Lindsay, Michelle, and Edward. But we have to go to the break. So for smart listener, keep stay tuned with us at 101.8 Smart FM Palembang. We'll be right back after this.
SIS Palembang, satu-satunya sekolah swasta di Sumatera Selatan yang secara resmi menyelenggarakan kurikulum International Cambridge. Menyongsong abad 21, SIS Palembang berkomitmen mempersiapkan siswa untuk memenuhi dan menghadapi tantangan yang akan datang. Keunggulan program akademik yang dirancang sangat kompetitif. Tidak hanya memperkuat kecakapan akademik siswa, tapi juga menumbuhkan individu yang berkepribadian lengkap dengan keterampilan sosial emosional yang positif. Berlokasi di pusat kota, SIS Palembang mudah diakses semua orang tua, menyediakan lingkungan yang nyaman dan sentral untuk pendidikan siswa, mulai dari playgroup, TK, SD, SMP hingga SMA. Untuk informasi lebih lanjut, hubungi bagian administrasi SIS Palembang di 0711 562 6778 atau follow Instagram dan Facebook SIS Palembang.
Smart FM presents Radio Talk.
She's a good girl, she's daddy's favorite. He said for Harvard, he knows she'll make it. She's good at school, she's never truant. She can speak French, I think she's fluent. 'Cause every night she studies hard in her room. At least that's what Paris assumes. But she sneaks out the window to meet with her boyfriend. Here's what she told me the time that I caught her. She said to me, forget what you thought. Give good girls or bad girls that haven't been gone. So just turn around and forget what you thought. Give good girls or bad girls that haven't been gone. self-improvement. I swear she lives in that library. But if you ask her, she'll say, "It's me, I'll find me." But if you look, then you will find her there. She may be clever, but she just acts the square. 'Cause in the back of the room, where nobody looks, she'll be with her boyfriend. She said to me, "Forget what you thought, 'cause good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. So just turn around and forget what you saw, 'cause good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. Good girls are bad girls and good girls are bad girls. Good girls are bad girls and good girls are bad girls." She's a good girl, hasn't been caught. She's a good girl, hasn't been caught. She said to me, "Forget what you thought, 'cause good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. So just turn around and forget what you saw, 'cause good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught." She said to me, "Forget what you thought, 'cause good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. So just turn around and forget what you saw, 'cause good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. Good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. Good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught. Good girls are bad girls that haven't been caught.
Your favorite songs from Smart FM.
Yeah, back at today's talk show on SIS Palembang program Radio Talk Show. And of course, we have to continue our talk show today. And smart listener, you can participate on this talk show. You can send your message at our WA ya di 0811 78 01018 0811 780 1018, or you can join on live chat on YouTube channel Smart FM. And of course, we still with Miss Fitri Suci Puspitasari as English teacher and academic counselor at SIS Palembang, and also Lindsay Low, ini secondary 2 student at SIS Palembang, Michelle Angeline, junior college 2 student at SIS Palembang, and also Edward Alexander, primary 5 student at SIS Palembang. Okay, now we'll talk about student program that we can see in Indonesia, OSIS ya, Students Council Program. Can you give the explanation about that program?
So, Student Council and Student Prefect has a program, has to make some event and programs which is very fun for the students in SIS Palembang. So they will make some events in SIS Palembang. To some of the examples are to raise funds for charity, and also to raise funds for the children in need.
What about Lindsay and also Michelle? Both of you follow the OSIS too?
I was last year I was the head of student council, but yeah, but this year I'm too busy.
Too busy to study, right?
Yeah.
What about Lindsay?
As for me, currently I'm not part of student council, but I was a prefect once.
Busy too, yeah. Okay, Miss Uci, perhaps you can add some information about OSIS at SIS Palembang.
Oh iya benar, student council and student prefect yang dikatakan Edward tadi mungkin seperti halnya OSIS organisasi siswa lainnya di sekolah-sekolah. Akan tetapi kita lebih membuat anak-anak ini kreatif dalam hal membuat project. Jadi misalnya tadi kata Edward, project Open Donation, jadi penggalangan dana seperti itu. Student council memang come up with the idea, with the proposal to school, and there's also the teacher kan to guide them untuk membimbing mereka bagaimana caranya, and then to rely to make it real. Like kalau penggalangan dana menyumbangannya kemana? Kalau ini sekarang ke Yayasan Kanker ya, ya ini ongoing program dari Student Council, ada penggalangan dana untuk menyumbang di Yayasan Kanker Indonesia seperti itu. So we try to make them aware of the social, sama aware of the masalah yang ada, global issue seperti itu.
Pemilihannya mungkin untuk donation ya, donasinya kemana?
Oh iya, itu ada riset sih. Kita minta mereka riset what kind of people in need, katanya kan orang-orang yang membutuhkan tuh siapa, make it priority. Sebelumnya ada ke anak-anak marginal ya kan, kita memberikan program pengajaran relawan untuk mereka jadi reading buddy, membaca bareng sama anak-anak marginal seperti itu. So it makes them feel like they are also part of the community. Jadi kontribusi ke masyarakatnya ini kayak pemberdayaan masyarakat seperti itu, program pemberdayaan, tapi anak-anak sudah merasakannya langsung sejak mereka sekolah di SIS seperti itu.
Are you happy, Edward?
Yes.
Done it? Yes. What about the experience of Michelle as the headmaster of the council?
Okay, so during my year, it was very fun because we got to make like different types of events. So on my year, we had a Halloween day, which the students, they are allowed to dress up, and then there were like some competitions. They can compete who wears the best costume, and then they will get like a simple present. And then another event was a gift exchange. It was during December because it was the holiday season. We wanted to make it festive and celebrate with others.
Okay, back to Miss Uchi. Miss Uchi, can you mention about international exams that give to the students, for smart listener perhaps who just stay with us?
Okay, international exam mungkin lebih seperti yang dikatakan di awal station, bahwasanya SIS memang menggunakan kurikulum Cambridge dari primary to secondary. Jadi ujiannya untuk akhir primary, maksud saya itu ada ujian Cambridge Primary Exam ya, yang akan ditempuh oleh Edward pada tahun berikutnya, tahun ke-6. Nah, lanjut masuk ke level secondary, itu ada program lower secondary 1, secondary 2, kelas 7 dan 8. Di akhir kelas 8 atau akhir secondary itu akan ada ujian lower secondary Cambridge exam. Jadi ada juga Cambridge exam untuk benchmark di lower secondary seperti itu. Naik lagi mereka levelnya, ada di upper secondary itu ada ujian IGCSE yang untuk internasional punya. Terus naik lagi sampai level terakhir, Michelle, ini ada ES sama A-level exam. Mungkin seperti itu.
Jadi itu ya international exams yang ada di SIS Palembang ya. Nah, if we talk about the social events that what they have done to the growth of the community.
Okay, school events ya, mungkin terkait dengan acara-acara sekolah. SIS Palembang juga sangat-sangat mementingkan kegiatan-kegiatan yang bersifat membangun kebersamaan antar komunitasnya, baik itu siswa, orang tua seperti itu, dan guru. Salah satu contohnya mungkin Family Day ya. Mungkin ada yang berkesan dari event-event sekolah. Lindsay, mungkin Family Day, what makes you what do you feel about it?
For me, family day was really good. Yeah. It helps to make students bond, students and their families bond together, and
school event. I will talk about my favorite one. It was the United Nation Day. Okay, so itu tuh kayak mirip PBB. Tapi
Really?
ya
Simulasi
simulasi kayak gitu. And I was the head chairboard with my other two friends. So basically, just like PBB, we talk about worldwide problem, worldwide concern, and each country has to speak up their opinion.
What's the topic?
The topic was about cybercrime.
Cybercrime.
It was great.
What's your opinion about cybercrime?
Honestly, cybercrime can really damage us, and I think the rate has increased a lot today, right? And I think we have to, for example, like cyberbullying. I'm glad that in my school we don't have that, because I heard like in lots of other schools outside of Palembang especially, it has been pretty bad.
Okay, back to Miss Uchi. What about at SIS Palembang? How to anticipate bullying nowadays? Going
Menarik.
to hot topics ya.
Kalau berbicara tentang bullying, yang seperti misal katakan di SIS Palembang itu zero bullying. Jadi kasus bullying itu memang terkadang seperti disepelekan, masalah misalnya bicara tentang fisik seperti itu udah masuknya verbal bullying. Tapi again, kita harus menekankan anak-anak untuk punya attitude. Jadi attitude dulu sebelum berwawasan. Jadi maksudnya sebelum brain itu harus behavior dulu. Jadi dengan mereka punya good attitude, dengan mereka punya etika yang benar, maksud saya anak-anak ini sudah tahu cara menyapa temannya, cara bersosialisasi dengan baik seperti itu. Apalagi dengan teman-teman yang baru, yang which is mungkin Inggrisnya masih belum bagus seperti itu. Mereka memang merangkul. Jadi seperti role model sih, kita kasih contoh, terus anak-anak ikutkan. Jadi culture-nya terasa keseluruhan komunitas SIS itu sendiri.
Iya, karena biasanya yang anak-anak yang punya kelebihan gitu ya, biasanya agak cuek kayak gitu ya.
Kebanyakan ya. Tapi di SIS Palembang
at SIS Palembang ya.
Benar kan?
Oke, baik. Nah, kalau bicara soal respon dari your close friend yang nggak ada di SIS gitu, yang nggak sekolah di SIS, gimana tentang keberadaan kalian sebagai pelajar dari SIS? Boleh cerita nggak? Can you share this?
Okay, so I have lots of friends outside of school, and then they kept on telling me like, I didn't know SIS exists in Palembang. They thought that we were not from Palembang, like especially on our social medias, and I don't even know why. Honestly, I don't know. But after like digging some informations, I think it's the way we communicate with others that makes us very different. So basically in SIS, no matter, even during breaks, during like lesson, we are very self-aware. Somehow we are very self-aware. We know which one is correct, which one is not to do, and we never like implemented those bad things in the school. And as far as I know, there hasn't been any kind of school dramas in the school that's like very severe. And I feel like the kids nowadays, the way they socialize is what the parents are very concerned about, right? But in CIS, it's very different. But it's really hard to describe why, but it is the way it is, because there isn't any case that the students has done anything out of their their comfort zone, di luar batas, in my opinion.
What about you, Lindsay?
I think I want to emphasize the point of no bullying again. In there, there's no like outcasts or anyone that's not like your friend. Everyone is your friend in CIS. Everyone, and everyone is kind to you. They help you out, like family basically.
Kalau buat Edward gimana nih? Mungkin punya teman yang selain dari CIS gitu ya. Gimana mereka melihat Edward yang merupakan seorang pelajar CIS ini? Komentar mereka gimana nih? Ini anak CIS nih mungkin ya. Kayak gitu gak sih?
I feel proud of myself as a CIS student because many of my friends really wanted to go CIS, but some of the students' mom does not agree to go to CIS.
Oke, baik. Mungkin nanti kita akan ngomong juga untuk smart listener pastinya, Miss ya, gimana sih caranya bisa gabung di CIS kayak gitu, boleh ya informasinya untuk smart listener. Dan pastinya keep station with us at 101.8 Smart FM Palembang. We'll be right back after this. You can send your message di WA kami tentunya 081178010018, atau juga bisa bergabung via live chat YouTube channelnya Smart FM Palembang, karena kita akan terus bersama hingga nanti ke pukul 18.
Smart FM presents Radio Talk.
Gancang aku lo.
Iyo, dengar lagi mak. Panas nian hari ini.
Panas caro panas. Make banyu tuh behemat. Mandi pecah nguras bak.
Iyo kan murah juga tagihan banyu di rumah kita mak.
Iyo jelas murah lah. Bukan di rumah kita bae. Tarif Rumda Tirta Musi untuk pelanggan rumah tangga sederhana cak kita ini, pelanggan golongan 1 sama 2 kan masih dapat subsidi.
Oh, golongan rumah tangga sederhana cak kita nih rupanya dapat subsidi mak ye. Baru tahu Abdul mak.
Mak ajak kau hitung-hitungan ya. Kalau kita dulu beli banyu dirijenan yang keliling pakai gerobak itu ya, dirijen yang 20 liter itu sekitar 3.000 rupiah. Berarti seliternya tuh 150 rupiah. Banding ke dengan ledeng kita ini, seliternya udah sampai 2 rupiah. Mahal lah harga permen kojek.
Iyo mak ye, murah nian banyu ledeng kita nih.
Tapi jangan mentang-mentang murah, laju kau keladasan pakai banyu. Kita juga harus bijak guna ke banyu tuh. Berhemat.
CIS Palembang, satu-satunya sekolah swasta di Sumatera Selatan yang secara resmi menyelenggarakan kurikulum International Cambridge. Menyongsong abad 21, CIS Palembang berkomitmen mempersiapkan siswa untuk memenuhi dan menghadapi tantangan yang akan datang. Keunggulan program akademik yang dirancang sangat kompetitif. Tidak hanya memperkuat kecakapan akademik siswa, tapi juga menemukan individu yang berkepribadian lengkap dengan keterampilan sosial emosional yang positif. Berlokasi di pusat kota, CIS Palembang mudah diakses semua orang tua, menyediakan lingkungan yang nyaman dan sentral untuk pendidikan siswa, mulai dari playgroup, TK, SD, SMP hingga SMA. Untuk informasi lebih lanjut, hubungi bagian administrasi CIS Palembang di 0711 562 6778 atau follow Instagram dan Facebook CIS Palembang.
Smart FM presents Radio Talk.
They say that I would make a mistake. Didn't they say you were gonna be trouble? People told me you were too much to take. I couldn't see it. I didn't wanna know. I let you in and you let me down. You messed me up and you turned my life around. Left me feeling I had nowhere to go. I was alone. How was I to know that you'll be there when I needed somebody? You'll be there, the only one could help me. I had a picture of you in my mind. Never knew it would be so wrong. Why did it take me so long just to find the friend that was there all along? Do you believe that after all we've been through, I'd be able to put my trust in you? Just to show you can forgive and forget. Looking back, I have no regrets, 'cause you'll be there when I needed somebody. You'll be there, the only one could help me. I had a picture of you in my mind. Never knew it would be so wrong. Why did it take me so long just to find the friend that was there all along? You'll be there when I needed somebody. You'll be there, the only one could help me. I had a picture of you in my mind. Never knew it would be so wrong. Why did it take me so long just to find the friend that was there all along? Had a picture of you in my mind. Never knew it would be so wrong. Why did it take me so long just to find the friend that was there all along? Had a picture of you all along. Your favorite songs from Smart FM.
Ya, keep station with us at 101.8 Smart FM Palembang, and of course still with Miss Fitri Suci Puspitasari, English teacher and academic counselor at SIS Palembang. Also Michelle Angeline, Junior College 2 student at SIS Palembang, Lindsay Low, Secondary 2 student at SIS Palembang, and also Edward Alexander, Primary 5 student at SIS Palembang. Nah, pastinya smart listener, kita akan terus bersama ya hingga nanti ke pukul 18. Jadi buat yang ingin ikut bergabung masih ada kesempatannya di WA, tentunya di 0811 780 1018, atau juga bisa bergabung via YouTube channelnya Smart FM Palembang, karena tentunya kegiatan talk show ini kami siarkan live di YouTube channelnya Smart FM Palembang ya. Baik, kita langsung saja Miss Uci, Michelle, juga Lindsay and Edward ya. Kita sapa dulu ini yang sudah bergabung via YouTube channelnya Smart FM Palembang. Tentunya terima kasih untuk yang udah ikutan bergabung ya melalui SIS Palembang program Radio Talk Show untuk kesempatan sore hari ini. Oke, langsung saja kita sampaikan Ini dari Marvel ya. Hai Marvel. Ini minta disebut namanya ya. Makasih ya. Thanks for joining us ya. Perhaps Michelle, you want say something to Marvel?
Hi Marvel.
Hi Marvel. Lindsay?
Hi Marvel.
Okay, Edward?
Hi Marvel.
Okay, thank you for Marvel. Nah, next we go to info menarik. Very good English. Can you share some tips ya? Bagaimana sis ini bisa membentuk studentnya menjadi seorang yang berkarakter yang sangat jarang ditemui di sekolah-sekolah di Indonesia. This is Miss Uci part.
Oke. Iya, sepertinya di segmen 1 sudah kita bahas untuk yang masalah karakter. Nanti saya akan tekankan kembali bahwa SIS Palembang ini memang punya program SEL atau Social Emotional Learning yang tiap harinya kita alokasikan satu period di awal untuk anak-anak dengan guru maksud saya wali kelasnya masing-masing untuk berdialog melalui case-case. Jadi ada skenario-skenario yang dibagikan setiap harinya. Ini contoh kasus nyata sebenarnya keseharian yang terjadi di dunia ini ya. Jadi anak-anak akan diajak berdiskusi bagaimana seharusnya bersikap, bertindak, dan kalaupun mereka berpikiran salah itu akan diluruskan seperti itu. Halnya untuk praktek sehari-harinya tentunya kita juga memberikan contoh yang baik. Jadi kalau anak kita menjadi role model, harapannya anak-anak juga akan mengikuti sikap dan tindak tanduk guru tadi seperti itu. Jadi mungkin itu tipsnya untuk membentuk karakter.
Yeah. Okay, next we go to Edo dia di Bukit. How long SIS has been established? What grade are there?
Okay, SIS was established. SIS Palembang especially was established in 2012. Jadi sekitar sekitar 12 tahun yang lalu ya. 12 tahun yang lalu sudah berdiri di Palembang, di kota Palembang, dan menjadi satu-satunya sekolah swasta yang menjadi Cambridge Center atau authorized melaksanakan ujian Cambridge di Provinsi Sumatera Selatan. Kalau untuk SIS Group of Schools sendiri itu sudah lebih dari 25 tahun seperti itu. Yang saya sebutkan tadi bahwasanya SIS Group of School mempunyai 9 sekolah di dalam negeri di Indonesia dan 4 sekolah di luar negeri. Seperti kita satu yayasan.
The grade perhaps?
Oh ya, tentang grade saya hampir lupa. Untuk grade kita dari preschool itu dari usia 2 tahun sampai 5 tahun, nursery sampai kindergarten, terus lanjut sampai SMA. Jadi ada preschool, primary, secondary sampai junior college seperti itu.
Dan biasanya Misya kalau kayak Lindsay ya dari pre sampai sekarang gitu ya.
Iya, kalau Lindsay dari preschool sampai sekarang sudah di secondary seperti itu. Kalau Michelle dari primary sampai sekarang JC. Kalau Edward
going to ya
from P1.
From P1.
From
Jadi
P1,
ya primary 1.
Going to junior 2, right? Junior at SIS.
Until JC ya.
Love SIS Palembang.
Iya.
Okay, next. Talking about the alumni
kita tersebar di berbagai universitas yang ternama di dalam negeri maupun di luar negeri seperti itu. Ada juga yang langsung melanjutkan ke sekolah kedinasan pilot, ada yang mengambil musik di Australia, ada yang ngambil science di Australia. Banyak kan di Australia, di Amerika, US, UK, Singapura, Malaysia.
Okay. What about Michelle? Still at junior college Sec 2 ya?
Yeah, I'm planning to go apply for UI.
Yes. Kalau bisa mau ambil kedokteran, jadi kedokteran UI yang dia
doain ya guys.
Dr. Michelle. Oke. Andi Sunandi, apa program unggulan dari SIS? Terima kasih.
Oke, tentunya kita menawarkan program Cambridge itu tadi. Cambridge itu kurikulum yang bergengsi yang diakui di dunia. Jadi bagian dari program yang memang kita banggakan untuk dari sisi akademik, yang seperti saya sebutkan juga di awal untuk kurikulum itu sendiri. Program Cambridge ini dari primary sebenarnya. Kalau untuk preschool kita kenalkan dengan program kurikulum Singapura, Nurturing Early Learners. Tapi kalau sudah primary sudah langsung ke Cambridge dan dengan ujian international exam. Lalu di SIS Palembang juga mempromosikan UN SDGs. Ya, ini juga bisa kita banggakan juga dari sekolah SIS. Bagian dari SIS Group of School mempromosikan 8 goals dari jumlah 17 goals UN SDGs. Salah satunya mungkin program yang anak-anak mungkin sangat kenal adalah Claygo, Clean as You Go. Clean as You Go ini memberikan dampak awareness ke lingkungan, jadi ke cara mencintai lingkungan, kebersihan diri itu adalah adalah kewajiban dari setiap masing-masing individu. So mereka juga ada budaya bebersih gitu di sekolah seperti itu. Mungkin teman-teman mau menambahkan?
Claygo.
Ya, oke, Claygo boleh.
The school stands Claygo, which is Clean as You Go, to remind the children that the school wants the children to not only be success in life, but also to show good discipline and collaboration with other people, so that the classes and the schools and in the future you will become the places will become clean.
Oh, better place to live.
Yes, better place to live.
Oke, Lindsay mau nambahkan program lainnya mungkin dari UN SDG? Program Suci ya, kita juga bekerja sama dengan komunitas Suci, betul kan Edward ya? Ya, itu mungkin bisa dijelaskan kembali.
Suci program is SIS collaborate with Suci so that the unused stuff that still can be used will be, if it can, the pupils can put things over there in a large box. So Suci later can send it to a charity or maybe recycle it.
Ya, jadi Yayasan Suci ini memang concernnya memang untuk recycle. Jadi daur ulang. Tagline-nya dari Suci itu rethinking, reducing, reusing, repairing, and recycling materials and or goods. Ya, begitu. Anak-anak memang sudah sangat kita paparkan, sudah sangat dekat dengan free life environment. Jadi atmosfernya memang sudah bukan hanya akademik, non akademik, dan juga global issue tentunya, isu-isu global.
Okay, next ini special for Michelle. Marvel ya. Mau nanya sama Michelle nih, kira-kira apa perasaannya buat persiapan tes nih, Michelle?
Oh, yeah. So, as you guys know, I've been learning English ever since I was in P5. So then I have to adapt to Indonesian curriculum again, right? It's two different things. And what I love about SIS is that I'm not even bragging. I'm not trying to jadi orang marketing ya right now ya. But so basically I have to prepare for UTBK. And because our school has a different curriculum, I don't even have to worry about it because we have extra classes for me and for my friend as well to prepare for UTBK. We learn mostly in Bahasa, so we are actually adapting to other curriculums as well, which what I love.
Okay, we go to another. Rina Farida, how to make people not shy to speak English or other language at SIS ya?
Mungkin tepat Lindsay ya yang suka languages. Every languages dia suka. Boleh dibantu?
Yeah. So in SIS, since it's based on the Singapore curriculum, everyone basically speaks English there. So you're surrounded by English-speaking people, and it's just really comfortable, and it's just better to use English there.
So don't be shy ya.
Just try.
Okay, just try. Another Novi, my kids loves to play baseball. He's at 9 now. Is there any club or class team to join that sport? What about that? What sport?
Oke, ya mungkin program CCA yang belum kita sampaikan sebelumnya. Co-curricular activities ini juga sangat sangat kami prioritaskan. Ini adalah salah satu bagian dari pengembangan holistik. Jadi pengembangan holistik peserta didik. Setiap term, maksudnya setiap semester anak-anak itu memang sudah kita berikan pilihan untuk ikut join ke ekstrakurikuler di setiap hari di 1 jam terakhir. Seperti itu. Okay. Nah, untuk pilihan-pilihannya mungkin anak-anak SIS Palembang bisa menyampaikannya dari Edward apa aja yang ada di SIS.
So there is badminton and science club which I joined, but there's also more like cooking clubs, robotic clubs, art clubs, futsal, badminton as well that I joined, coding club, music, and many more.
Oke, seperti itu. Baik. Jadi jangan khawatir Moms and Dads ya, kalau tadi mau ikut baseball nanti di SIS kita upayakan ada seperti itu.
Oke, baik Miss Uci. Ini juga menjawab pertanyaan dari beberapa smart listener yang udah nanyain ya gitu, gimana caranya untuk bisa join di SIS. Yang pasti terima kasih buat Adi Wijaya ya pertanyaannya. Mungkin bisa langsung disampaikan karena kita sebentar lagi akan berakhir perbincangan ini.
Oke, yang untuk mau bergabung di SIS Palembang, kami harap untuk bisa langsung menghubungi tim administrasi sekolah di 0711 5626 778. Saya ulangi, tim administrasi sekolah maksud saya bisa langsung dihubungi di 0711 5626 778 atau langsung datang ke kampus kami di Jalan Leda Abdul Rozak nomor 199 Kelurahan Duku, Kecamatan Ilir Timur 3 maaf itu. Atau bisa juga follow Instagram dan Facebook kita di @sis.palembang seperti itu. Jadi langsung aja kontak us.
Iya. Baik, pastinya menarik sekali ya perbincangan kita di sore hari ini. Jadi bisa menambah insight dari smart listener semuanya akan keberadaan dari SIS Palembang pastinya. But we want say something, Edward? Last any message for smart listener?
So join SIS because it's very nice.
Say.
Yeah, I hope to see more people at SIS in the higher grade.
Michelle,
I'm sure udah bakalan ini banyak yang datang ini pasti. Jadi ditunggu ya guys.
Oke, baik. Miss Uci terima kasih sudah bersama kami. Michelle sekali lagi thank you. Lindsay and Edward sukses terus ya studinya. Dan pastinya smart listener terima kasih sudah bergabung bersama kami di program SIS Palembang, program radio talk show untuk kesempatan sore hari ini. Tadi kita sudah ngobrol bareng bersama dengan Miss Fitri Suci Puspitasari, ini English teacher and academic counselor at SIS Palembang. Juga ada Michelle Angeline, junior college 2 student at SIS Palembang. Juga ada Lindsay Low, secondary 2 student at SIS Palembang. Dan juga ada Edward Alexander, primary 5 student at SIS Palembang. Kita akhiri perbincangan di sore hari ini. Bye-bye.
Bye. Smart FM presents Radio Talk.